Hi folks, welcome to Blue and Gold Talk, the video on the channel. I just throw out random talk out there, but I know in my head what I want to talk about, and that's why I'm making this video. Guys, I was so impressed with Kevyn Adams today. I was so impressed with some of the things coming out of his mouth. For the first time ever as our general manager, I heard things he's been reluctant to say till now. So if anybody knows where we're at, it's this man. This man knows where we're at. He knows where the team's at. He knows where we're headed. Does he know where we're headed exactly? Of course not. But he knows where we're headed as a unit at the age we're at. The team got younger this year, guys, and it looks like they're going to get better. I mean, that is the reason, okay? And I don't want to be negative because you guys know I don't like that. But this is the reason I say they could take a step backwards this year. They got younger. Let's keep it in mind, okay? Let's just be open-minded to there could be a step backwards. Could. Do I think so? No. I think there's too much potential. I think the way we're headed in the right direction is for real. And I think it's a tidal wave now. And the league is going to just have to somehow figure this team out eventually, because I think once this team really gets going, guys, they're going to be around quite a while. So our division, I was thinking about our division, you know. What that would mean. I mean, my buddy, another friend of mine texted me too about the Zegras thing, you know, and we were talking, he goes, oh my God, you guys are contenders if you get this guy. And I said, we're contenders already. I don't care if we get Zegras or not. We don't really need him. He goes, what? I said, we don't really need him. Really, you know, but yeah, I'd be open-minded to getting him. He's one hell of a player, you know, and, I look, as this, if you haven't seen Kevyn Adams' press conference today, go check it out, guys. It was excellent. Really. He finally said it. He said, you know, this team, our goal is to win the Stanley Cup. Like, he's saying it now, guys. He's saying it. Like, when he uttered those words, I wanted to yell and scream that he finally is really saying it with conviction. He goes, yeah, we want to win the Stanley Cup. He goes, you know, now, you know, of course, there's steps to getting there, and he breaks it down, and he broke it down excellent. You know, he didn't just talk about conversations this whole press conference. He really came out with some really good one-liners that he tossed right back at the media, and the media was like, okay, you know. And the Granado press conference was really good too, but I really enjoyed Adams. You know, so check out Kevyn Adams and check out whoever you want after that. You know, there was a lot of good ones actually today, but I was really happy with what he said. Really, it's heartwarming to hear these words. You know, talking about that now we've come to the part now that the window of opportunity is open. It's like we're open for business, guys. Now officially going into this year, and the Sabres are that confident they announced it publicly. You know, they haven't been to playoffs in a dozen years, but they're announcing publicly that the window of opportunity is open for business. So that's where we're at right now. That's where Kevyn Adams is at in his head right now. And he looked confident as hell when he was talking to those reporters that he is pumped about this year. You could see it. And you know what, guys? It could have something to do with just him getting off the phone with Anaheim, feeling like he's this close to getting a deal done. Who knows what was going on in his head, right? We don't know. We don't know what's going on with him. That didn't look like a man that had any worries, put it that way, you know? Times have changed, eh? My goodness, what one man can do. That's the thing. When you get a GM in place that actually has good instincts, you know? It's not about so much experience. Does he have good instincts? Yes. Yes. JJ Peterka's proof of that. You know, he was betting, bound, and getting him in the second round, remember? So there is a lot of good with Kevyn Adams, and we just got to trust him. We just do, you know? I do believe that he is still looking for another goalie. I'm pretty sure. You know, I'm pretty sure I know he talks good about UPL and everything, but that's a PR. You know, like I think he knows UPL's good, but you know, do I want to get this team over the edge this year? Really over the edge? Like, you know, then we got to get a goalie, I think. You know, we got to get another goalie. We're not there. What's going to attract a goalie to come to Buffalo, believe it or not, guys, if we start getting, let's say we get a guy like Zegras, just say, in a trade, what free agent would not want to come here? They already want to come here. Imagine getting another star on the team, a young star on the team. What defenseman would not want to come to Buffalo? You know? Detroit talked, I don't know for how long, about them getting DeBrincat. Give me Zegras any day over DeBrincat, guys. Any day. Any day. I mean, that's my take. I don't know what yours is. That's my take. I would take the taller guy, the playmaker, any day over the little sniper, any day. We have snipers. We're good. No. I would go, that's the route I would go. But we got to get, I believe, another goalie. Anyway, I don't want to get too far into this because I'm going to go down the rabbit hole with this one. I don't want to do that. It's just, I was so taken back. I got to say, I was like completely taken back by Adams today. I did not see it coming. Some of the things that came out of his mouth. I really was expecting the usual friendly get-together, you know? I wasn't expecting him to be that aggressive and saying that, you know, we have to embrace this going into the season, and just talking about the fact that, you know, we're expecting really good things this year. We should embrace it, you know, like just going on and on and on over and over and over, and then talking about winning the Stanley Cup. Wow. That's like our commander-in-chief, guys. It is. He's our commander-in-chief, and if this guy's talking about winning the Stanley Cup, he's feeling good about what he's seen in camp and the way things are set up now, the depth in the organization, where we're headed, the cap. He's happy with the whole package, that he believes now the window of opportunity begins this year. That's basically what he said. So if you guys aren't excited about this year, I encourage you to get excited when the guy behind the scenes that has the best look at what's happening with this team knows exactly what's happening, comes out and says things like this. It was overwhelming for me, guys. I was like, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my God, did he just say this? And then he'd say something else. I'm like, oh my God, he said that too. Like, this was all new for me. I did not expect some of the things he said today. So confidence is brewing in Buffalo, guys. Confidence is brewing in Buffalo. Why wouldn't any young player want to come play on this team? Any young player in the NHL. The only reason we didn't get certain players that other teams got is because we weren't willing to give up too much. Adams was on you guys seen it. How many times has Adams been on certain players before other teams got them or signed them, right? So there's a lot of good going on, guys. There's so much good going on that we got to get this season underway. We need the preseason to get here, which is right around the corner now. And we got to get going and get the season underway and start knocking down the dominoes of wins this year as we march into the playoffs. I don't think we're just going to squeeze in, guys. I don't buy it at all. We're just going to roar into the playoffs. I said that last year. I believe it this year. I think by December, January, we already know we're getting in. We won't mathematically have it clinched, but we know we're getting in, barring a disaster, you know. And I think this is long overdue, and let's stack up the team. Let's see if we can stack it up more. I say go for it, but you know, I would be hesitant. Maybe I'll make a trade video with Anaheim tomorrow. We'll see. I might do that. I might come up with a logical trade, 2 logical trades maybe, and see. You know, if you guys agree with it, because there's certain things like we just can't trade. Certain things we can't trade, and there's guys on this team we cannot move, or it's just best to say no thanks, and let them have their ways of handling things. I mean, you know, I got a feeling, guys, if the Sabres don't get Zegras, I got a feeling he just might get out of there. I don't know what the hell's going on in Anaheim right now, but it doesn't seem healthy right now over there. It just seems like the GM is maybe stepping in the mud a little too soon with some of the players. I think you should lock them in. Before you move them, get them at least locked in, right? Get them locked in. Then if you want to move them in a deal. But at least then the other team knows what they're getting and what you want to get, and he's already locked in. And, you know, it's not a good PR move. when your youngest star is being staring at a contract of $4 million, $3.5–4 million bucks of a bridge deal, which I'd be the first one to say in this day and age, come on, you know, like players get way more than that now that are half as talented. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I'm just gonna do 3 videos. I'm tired. I wanna get these videos up, and I'll probably see you guys at some point tomorrow night. Have a good one till then.